Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, holy crap. Welcome to the New Year's, and we're getting real bloody real quick, and I'm loving it. Um, oh, okay, Darwin's game. Darwin's game. I am impressed. Not only do I think this episode kind of got a convenient little amount of time put into it, and I think it was for a very good cause because, to be fair, I think people would have a little bit more of a bad taste in their mouth if it ended more or less with the game ending and him just winning and then just like laying at home and being like, oh man, that was a tough situation. Z's. You know, I feel like the studio or the like the create the direction person probably maybe thought about it. Like that's more or less where they would have had to have ended within 23 minutes. So, in my opinion, it just feels like they went that extra mile, just like how I'm gonna go the extra mile and shut my window closed because the cars are just extra. When you guys are around, cars don't come by that much. Sorry about that. We really get to learn just how hype and disgustingly crazy these games are going to get, mainly thanks to the our new protagonist, which it's kind of cool because usually a hero comes in with a broken ability that people are just like, oh, okay, so finally this ability has awoken, and will I be able to defeat it? Find out next time. Like, nah, this sounds like some interesting, weird junk that was not even supposed to be manifested by the way the final person is talking about the battle and seeing how everything popped off as a whole. Um, that's what kind of gave me this awesome thought process of like, if that's the case, if this happens and all of these people kind of just uh, have been, like for, and this is where I got the idea too, is if these people have been playing the Darwin game for a very long time, and Darwin, maybe someone being a person that once the game was completed and people were supposed to just take out each other that are, there and then, not, oh, I'm just gonna wait until another rookie shows up and then that's when I'll get in. Like, that's the thing that started to like start rattle around in my brain about this game is if you ever think about a game, you think of something where you are watching the our character go through his games, and why isn't his like how his games are set up to continuously push him within whatever this time limit, or I believe this woman that was pressing him and trying to find out his sigil and stuff like that, I think she started the actual second game. I don't think the second game was going to commence. It was on her. Uh, it's a way that they just proven the point that hey, not only can you be walking and your game time limit starts running down and you need to fight, you might also just have your identity exposed and someone triggers game. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's the guy in the game. Beep, let's fight. That's what it kind of felt like this week. I'm not gonna lie because if he had, if he already had some type of countdown for the second game commencing, please let me know in the comments because I do not believe he did. I think he was complaining to her like, I don't know how I'm going to sleep at night because at any time I can start a fight and this phone can go off. Like he was still on a recess period, or yeah, recess like free, just capable of doing whatever you want. And then when that timer starts going down, you're screwed. Um, but yeah, our our game starts out with watching it from another high school's perspective, which, interesting enough, the only people we're finding out in this high school that are getting chosen are people of this friend group, right? Like, it goes from him, all of a sudden, his buddy that he was trying to reach and go to his house and found a dead end. It went to him, and then before that, it looks like, oh wait, so my other blunder that I probably should have watched, and I'm raw reactioning right now. Um, I don't recall if it, yeah, it had to have been. Okay, so here's the weird thing: the app, the game, was sent to two people, maybe three. I think, I think the guy with the white hair, the yellow hair, might have gotten sent it, just by the way some of the ending song and some of the other stuff is giving me vibes, and him not showing up at all after this started popping off, including since we didn't get any information about how the guy with the crossbow who helped our main character survive in the beginning even got his ability or got to know the game. How did he know what sigils were? How did he know how to use his ability? It's like breathing. You know how to use your ability. So these are the things that started to rattle around in my mind, and that's why I wanted to do my videos, when I start thinking about the things that are going to probably be answered in a couple of episodes or not, but um, I like to have that going in so you guys can at least pick up on it and maybe help me or watch me struggle as I try to put together this equation from all the reviews I'm going to do in the future of this show, because it was pretty awesome. The animation was on point. Just this panda chasing him, this mascot guy, it comes back to, what the heck is your story, guy? You know what I mean? Like, what was the overall narrative that you're putting together for us to understand as the viewers, when this guy is straight up losing because of timing out, and then after losing, just like, oh, this was the best. I never wished any type of morning job on any of my enemies, but to die like this, I hope you enjoy yourself. Like, he was happy and at least fulfilled for the time being. So it goes from him to someone who's kind of also enjoying herself, but maybe not going out of her way in a malicious way to get her battles. She's just maybe having her matches pop up when they do, and she's handling that situation. So, interesting enough, I don't really know where all of this is going to go. In the case of him and this blonde haired girl talking about, if you don't know how to control your sigil, I'll just pretty much kill you, and her being able to initiate a battle all the way back to now. If she can do that, he is stuck in a room with her. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want to make a family with you. Beep. Let's go. Like, and all she did was lose some points. So here's my other cool theory slash, like, just my in guttural feeling with the things I get is, if he can make people surrender and obey him, he doesn't necessarily have to have them right underneath them all the time. I mean, they probably want to, because anytime he gets attacked, that's GG, like, if he gets attacked, that's the person that you obey dying. It's like your lord falling. You should pretty much die too, in their quote unquote opinion, maybe. So I think that's going to be a reasoning why, if he keeps continuously changing how the game is played, we might just get to see a new type of, like, force that's always going to be around, that you have to take out altogether just to get to one person, which would be crazy hard to do. So that's the thing that I really do like about where this show's going. There's a lot of little options that are going on, and your other option is to straight up get cubed out of existence. It's like Whis coming through and dropping that prism, but in multiple versions, and then erasing you every time one explodes. Like, what is going on? I love it. But with all that being said, I hope you guys are definitely looking forward to this. There's another show that's coming out like in April, I believe, that reminds me of this show as well. But that's another day to talk about that. So it's nice to see two kind of shows that I'm interested in showing up in times where I'll probably be able to get to talk about both of them, and maybe even get to compare this one to the next to see how well the author are doing with these plots. Because this first episode with our character and his sigil being able to manifest things into existence, supposedly, uh, we're going to have to see just how broken and creative the story can get, because with the battle with the blonde was already ridiculously hype and dope, and just the overall mentality our main character has as a sore loser and someone who's already sorely lost a friend who threw everything on the line to protect him in the very beginning. It's going to see what he can do with all of that built up, and now maybe even one of the strongest allies in the undefeated queen. So with all that being said, my anime B, well, I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you soon with some more stuff that might drop randomly because shows are just coming out of the woodworks. I'm just out here with my blinds open looking, oh, is that an anime? I'm checking it out. Sorry, that was weird. Peace.